This just came today. I can't say it's a surprise. I know exactly what it is, but I'm very excited to open it up and share it with you. Let's see. I've written, I don't know, 50 books, 60 books, I've lost track, but this never gets old. The moment when the book arrives and you smell that new book smell. This is my new novel, Hidden in Smoke. It's the third Sharp and Walker book and a direct sequel to my novel, Malibu Burning. So if you haven't read Malibu Burning, the first book in this trilogy so far, you might want to read it first because I give away everything that happens in that book in the first few pages of this one. But if you haven't read Malibu Burning, you're still fine reading this. It'll read like a standalone. Not only is it the third Sharp and Walker novel, it's also a crossover with my long-running Eve Ronin series. And in fact, the sixth book in that series will be out in October, and it's called Fallen Star. In this book, there's a string of serial arsons in North Hollywood that burn a whole bunch of carports and apartment buildings, and Sharp and Walker are assigned to deal with that. And they're in the middle of that investigation when there's a massive fire under an overpass on the San Diego freeway, creating a traffic apocalypse in the city, and it's more than they can handle. And there's some dead bodies involved, so they have to bring in Eve Ronin and Duncan Pavone from my other series. It was a lot of fun to write this book. I had to do a lot of research, and although most of it is set in Los Angeles, some of it is also set in international locations, which required me to travel, which I never mind doing. So this book is available for pre-order now. It comes out in mid-April, and if you check my website, you'll see all the conferences and events I'll be doing to sign and promote this book. But as long as I've got you here, I'll give you a little update on what I'm doing. Oh God, I hope I didn't ruin my book with that. I'm right in the middle of writing a new standalone novel, tentatively titled Edison Bixby, sort of my attempt to do Columbo, Monk, Sherlock Holmes. It's been a while since I've done a traditional whodunit, but also one that's more contemporary and also written in first person. It's going back to my days of writing the Monk books, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a departure from the police procedurals I've been doing, yet still heavily in the police procedural realm, but much more character-based, much more about the relationship between the brilliant detective, and I won't tell you yet what makes him so brilliant, and his assistant. And of course, it harkens back in a way to Sherlock Holmes, but also to some of the current procedurals and detective shows on the air like High Potential and Poker Face. And it's just a genre I've been eager to get back to after a long time away from it. To write that book, I set aside two other novels that I was working on. One, a crime novel set in the middle of the Mojave Desert, Baker, California. And I did dozens and dozens of interviews with first responders out in the Mojave Desert for that book. And another international heist novel. In fact, I just got back from a trip to Australia and Tasmania to research that. So a lot more books coming. I'm hoping a lot more books coming in the Sharp and Walker series, but that depends on you buying lots of copies of this, and more books coming in the Eve Ronin series. And I also hope to be able to share with you very soon some really exciting news about the Eve Ronin books. But none of this would be possible without all of you and your enthusiasm and your support, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.